All right, people, we're back. Another exciting episode of Legal Elbow MMA Show. I am Brian from thelegalelbow.com.
And I am Dan, MMA Aftermath on Facebook.
When you see something like that, dude, any fighter's not going to want to fucking see the other guy, hit the deck like that, with a nasty kick and whatnot. I mean, why would you? Because it's just, it brings a fucking screeching halt to the whole thing. And
yeah, it brings out your humanity, You're like, fuck, man. We go over there.
Right.
What the fuck's wrong?
It's like nothing can come of this now. It's fucked. It's stopped. Damn it.
Yeah, his concern turned to Spong, He was just fucking like, this. Well, another thing is these guys are going to have to start learning that, people could say it's cheap or whatnot to put that, because if you've seen, he put the knee out there kind of like Weidman did against Silva, same fucking defense. He put the.
And he learned that from a fucking kickboxing, ex-kickboxing coach, too,
And it's like, so these guys with these powerful chopping kicks, the other guy's saying, I'm not going to sit here and let him fucking destroy my MCL and my ACL and not try to defend that, So basically these guys that are kicking like that and aiming for the knee ligaments to weaken the knee and, weaken the whole person's power, any to plant legs, they're going to have to fucking start maybe going a little bit lower or a little bit higher on the thighs and stuff, and stay away from that knee area, man, because it'll be out for a year.
Yeah, go for the. I'd say something a little bit more successful. Maybe is go for the outside kick. Because obviously Anderson went for the inside kick, and that's where he paid the price.
Exactly.
I think Spong went for the outside. Wasn't it the outside kick?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah. So I mean,
outside. I'm seeing a still photo of it right now because I got it posted on MMA Aftermath, and they did the comparison side by side photos between his injury and Anderson's injury.
Well, right.
It's like you're looking at two Mr. Fantastics or Stretch Armstrongs here, with the fucking. It just
big
looks
time,
weird, dude.
I know it does, man. It's nasty. I mean, it's a devastating injury. We've seen it, over time. It's like, you see it here and there, and it's like, oh my gosh, man. And then you see it happen to Anderson Silva. It's like, holy shit. Yeah. And then Tyrone Spong, too. It's like, well, damn it, man.
So it's not really mattering if it goes inside or outside. It's just mattering where the defender is going to place that knee to block it, basically.
Oh, yeah. And Gokhan Saki's no joke. These guys fighting is in kickboxing, in my opinion, is it's a huge event, man. That's gigantic. These two guys facing off is huge. So, and for this to happen, I mean, that says a lot for Gokhan Saki and his training, and but doesn't take any credit away from Tyrone Spong. I mean, he probably didn't figure, I mean, I don't know. I mean, really, he probably didn't figure, that that's going to happen here. You know what I mean? Because we're all based on kicks and whatnot. But I mean, it's just a form of defense, no matter what sport you're in. Really, I mean, it's.
Is this going to be a problem with World Series of Fighting? Because maybe he had a fight coming up in World Series of Fighting here soon, and all of a sudden they're like, dude. Now there's a big wide open gap for a fucking year or plus where you're not going to be fighting, and it's
right. Whatever fart was,
whatever fart was coming out,
right. Just like the last show, damn it. But whatever fight's coming up, it's definitely fucking squashed now. I mean.
And, I could understand a little bit more, because I don't know how many times these guys fight on World Series of Fighting, if it's like Bellator, where these fucking guys are itching to fight all the time because they're so few and far between, fights for them. And they're, we got fighters bitching about, their lack of fighting in the cage, just maybe once or twice a year. And some of these fighters fucking need to do more, man. They're going to up their game by, instead of just sparring all the time, they're going to go find some other fights and maybe even a different, sport like kickboxing. But then you have the fucking possibility of these fucking fighters getting injured. So, it just...
That's where Spong comes from, really. I mean, he made the transition over to MMA from kickboxing, so it's like, it makes total sense. And, and him having an injury like this, it's like, holy shit. And, I got to give, we just saw it. We just friggin' saw it. Got to give hats off to Gokhan Saki for going over and making sure he's okay. And
Gokhan Saki, he didn't give a fuck, man. He was more concerned about Spong and just thinking about the fucking pain he was in,
Oh, yeah. It's like, I'm going to block your kick, but I'm not intentionally trying to break your leg. It's the same thing with Weidman. Yeah. It's like, I'm not intentionally trying to break your leg. I'm blocking, letting you know that, okay, I know what you're doing, and this is my way of...
checking you.
Yeah, checking this, and,
I'm not going to let you destroy my ACL, MCL ligaments by continuously fucking pounding on it, that's...
Yeah. You need to... This is a whole, this quite possibly is a whole reconfigure of the leg kick game, man. I mean, people just can't keep doing this, and that's like with Travis Brown. It's a reconfigure of the whole shoot in and take somebody down. As long as you're close enough to the cage, you could fall back to that cage. The guy's still trying to take you down, but he's susceptible to drastic fucking elbows.
And not only that, the guy that's trying to take him down is trying to pick up a fucking skyscraper. It's not a normal guy. This guy's fucking huge. You're not going to do it. You're going to be sitting there with your head, where it's at, trying to pick up this guy, and he's just going to, like you said, rain down fucking elbows on you.
Yeah. I mean, it really calls for that. If it was my gym, or and I'm speaking in a fan terms, people. Don't get me wrong. I'm no coach. I'm no trainer. Not at all. But if it was in my gym, I'd be like, okay, guys, we need to fucking assess this and look at this, and we can't, as other people should be looking at it as well. We can't expect this not to happen to us. So we have to, game plan accordingly and plan for this shit not to happen to us. You know what I mean? So, takedowns against the cage. If you're going to do a takedown, you better make sure you're fucking well off outside. Well in the center of the gate. You know what I mean, or the cage, whatever. Excuse me, and make sure you're well away from the cage area to when you take somebody down. You're not susceptible to that because it's the battle of attrition, man. I mean, it's whoever's the most susceptible to a beating is going to get it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just what it's getting down to. I mean,
well, not only that, it's like you said. And so the people can come out and say, "Well, it's just fluke," him and Silva and Spong. It's just a coincidence. No, it's not. It's happened. It's like 4 months apart, 5 months apart. It means these guys are fucking training against that kick, and they're fucking blocking it. Just like you said, you got world-renowned kickboxers teaching fucking MMA guys how to block a kick that's basically over time is going to ruin your knee during the fight.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when it comes to training, they're intertwined, man. People got to know it. These guys are training with boxers. They're training, when it comes to MMA fighters, they're training with boxers, kickboxers.
They're expanding their horizons.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So it's you can't expect, even the newest of newest guys, trying to be on the rise and make a stink, they have to think outside the box. They really have to. Otherwise, you got guys like Gokhan Saki, taking on a newbie. Well, which you wouldn't be taking on a newbie, but taking on a newer guy, younger guy. Excuse me, younger in the sport. He's gonna just ruin this guy because of all the experience. That you have to gain that experience in your training progression. Gain a lot of experience before you take it to the cage and try to depend on somebody not checking some shit or just straight ruining your ass. I mean,
it's really a self-preservation. It's protecting your fucking knee, man. I can't say it enough against these people that say, like you say, people saying it's cheap moves. No, it's not. It is fucking checking your fucking move. It's like, are you just going to sit there and let the guy chop away your ligaments? No. You're going to check that shit. And when you learn that, you're going to use it. You're just going to use it. If you're that good, like a Gokhan Saki or a Chris Weidman, they're going to pull it out of their bag and they're going to stop. If you're going to get your shit broke, then next time you fight him or next time somebody fights this guy, they're going to fucking think twice about it.
I don't know the guy's name, but the days of the Japanese dude, I believe it's Japanese dude, big dude, giant dude, red hair, fighting the mustache guy. What's the mustache guy?
Don Fry.
Don Fry. Fighting Don Fry, punch for punch. That's just not happening anymore.
No.
Those days are over with, man. It's all about technique now. That shit's not going to happen. That's going to happen in a very, very low tier promotion. To where somebody just wants to be brute and brawn, be a tough guy. And when he gets to the fucking real show, he's going to realize that it's not about that anymore. You're going to get mangled if you try to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gonna hurt the longevity of your career too by doing shit like that. It's like that fight with Don Fry and Yokajiri or fucking Kawasaki or whatever his name was. Dude, they must have had 20 concussions apiece in a matter of fucking 5 minutes. Like you said, that shit's not gonna wash, man. That's gonna fuck with your longevity. Alexander Volkov fucking reels up after a combo and lands a fucking left kick to the jaw of Mighty Mo and fucking flattens his ass. I got the fucking video right on MMA Aftermath right now, right on the front page.
Is it the whole fight, or is it just the
No,
the
it's
ending?
just the fucking kick. It's just the setting up and kick. Dillia.
Yeah, because I think I saw that, because I was on there posting some shit, but
Yeah, but before that, it just looked like fucking Mighty Mo was getting his fucking head beating regardless, man. He had fucking blood all over the place.
Man.
Fucking... Shlemenko going against Joey Beltran, gets his ass beat, and promptly retires after the ass beating, which he probably should have retired a few years ago back when he was in UFC, but he wanted to prolong his career a little bit, but it hasn't been a good road for him in his last few fights. And like you said, Brian, he's like 40-3. It's time.
Somewhere around there,
It's time to hang up the janitor mop, and bucket.
He's done good, man. I mean, 27-8 is nothing to be upset about, man. I mean, he's done great. So,
but you kind of see on the ass end of his career that's where he picked up a lot of his losses. Just kind of
right.
Down the middle.
And Beltran, Joey's, much worse for where, if you want to look at it that way, man. He's 15-10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a rough road, but the guy's tough, man. He's a tough dude. So hopefully he can pick that up a little bit before he jumps out of the cage and calls it quits himself. But I don't think he's quite there yet, man. So.
No, he's not no top tier guy, but for his organization, he's probably a pretty good gatekeeper, So,
hopefully he learns some more and he does well. But like you said, man, it's like you really got to step it up in order to get the top tier, and start really making a difference. Miguel Ivanov, which is right at this moment, he is 10-0. This guy's undefeated, and the guy's pretty good at what he does, man. He, I believe he submitted Johnson. Submitting Johnson. I mean, Johnson's had a rough road lately too, man. This guy's like win-loss, couple losses. I mean, he's had a really bad road. I mean, he's got knocked out by a couple. I think he came in to Bellator. He lost his first by knockout, won the next one, then lost another knockout. I think this is his I think he's had 2 back-to-back losses, I think, but which sucks. But I think his chin's pretty much exposed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
don't want to get caught by his fist, but if you could stay away and get to him, like you said, Ivanov nullified his power by fucking getting him down and submitting his ass, so...
Ivanov's got to be taken seriously, man, but you get in there with a Volkov, with that length that dude has, he's 6'7", taking a dude is 5'11", so, I mean, if he can nullify it and take him down, we might see the same thing. Who knows, man? Yeah,
it's going to be basically you need to get inside, take his fucking big ass down, which, his center of gravity, Ivanov's center of gravity, can be used to his advantage if he's going in there grabbing some legs, underhooking them, and slamming his big ass to the ground. But on the other side, if Volkov can elude him, stay away, keep him on the end of his punches and kicks, fucking Ivanov's going to be in for a long fucking night, dude, and maybe even a short night. So,
yeah, oh yeah.
These guys, I probably will be tuning in for this because this might be a badass fucking matchup a couple months down the road here.
Seeing Minakov, taking the hanging on to the belt, in a fight with Czech Congo. In Congo, I don't even know what to say about Congo in that fight. It's just, that's yesterday, man. I'm not even going to go into it. But Volkov, I think, has a good shot, coming in against a Minakov if it goes there, But Ivanov can really be the fucking, the remaining factor of, okay, I'm not going to strike with you. I'm going to make the difference here. I'm going to weather your storm or whatever you're bringing. You're going to hit the mat, and you're going to meet your demise with my submissions. So,
well, in other news, I guess Shlemenko gets some roadkill or basically a very easy fight and hopefully a retirement fight for the person that he's fighting. It seems like Bellator is sick of Tito's shit, and he's getting thrown to the wolves right now. And they want to make an ass out of him because, like we were talking about right before we started this back up, he is going to get fucking murdered up in here, dude. He is going to... I can see a tap in the first fucking round, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Tito, the basic Tito tap. We're going to see a Tito tap or just no response from getting throttled on, and the ref's going to be... He's going to be in turtle mode like usual, and the ref's just going to step in and say that's enough. You're swelling his head up even bigger than it already is.
In my opinion, there's no way Tito is battling so far uphill right now. I mean, Shlemenko, in my opinion, is UFC quality. If you wanted to say it that way, a lot of people are like, oh, Bellator is fucking better. You're out of your fucking mind. Bellator collectively as a whole is nowhere even near UFC, so let's not even go there. But, in terms of a whole and who's better, what better fighters are there and whatnot, in terms of payment for the fighters, yeah, just settle down. Stop it. You're fooling yourself. But, Tito Ortiz taking on Shlemenko, just stick a fucking stake in it to begin with. It's almost not even worth talking about because this guy has so much skill and Tito is so out of touch with what's going on that Tito is not even going to pose a problem. Tito can get his fucking whatever choke that he got on Bader, which was his last, probably his last win was against Ryan Bader, and he got a choke win. This guy will not. He will laugh at your attempt. The deck is stacked so far against Tito in this fight, which I agree with what you're saying. It's like, if Tito doesn't fucking start crying and say, I injured my tailbone or whatever it was, or I injured my fucking pinky toe or whatever it was, and he actually shows up to actually fight, I mean, it's going to be comedy, people, because he's going to get fucking blown out. And you're going to see a fucking Tito Ortiz with his fucking ass whipped. I mean, if he doesn't get submitted early or knocked out early, this guy's going to get his fucking ass kicked from one side of the cage to the next. for several rounds if he's able to hold out and fucking.
Usually he's not, because you know what he fucking does. He goes into
turtle
give
mode.
Up mode, basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Once he knows the fucking cards are stacked against him, he's just gonna go into. And if Shlemenko's fucking smart about it, just stuff all the fucking half-ass takedown attempts, because you're gonna try to go back to old fucking G&P Tito from back in 04, you know.
Right, the worst thing to do is go backwards.
Yeah.
You know? Idiot. You know what I mean?
Like, everybody figured that out already, dude. That's why you fucking aren't in the UFC anymore, and you're hanging on by a thread right now in Bellator.
Him pulling out of that fight, they should have said to him, and they probably, you know, I assume they probably didn't. They probably just figured, oh, you know, it's a mishap or whatever, and they're probably
giving him the benefit.
Right, exactly. Give him the benefit of the doubt. They'll see the real Tito after this fucking fight.
Oh, if he tries Tito out of this one, fucking.
I don't think he will, man. I think he'll make it into this fight, and he'll get the fucking ever-loving shit kicked out of his ass, is what I think.
He'll be on there. Oh, I'm still the people's champion. You seen how I tried. You know, I had a butt bone.
I fought a good fight, but he was the better man of that night. And it's like, dude, how can you repeat? Oh, he's the better man that night.
I know my fans will still be behind me. I know.
I gave it my all, and yeah, you gave it your all, and your all is still in 1996 when you were grounding and pounding people. Get the fuck out of here, man. All you do is self-promote your own shit, and that's it. You suck.
Oh, I had
twice.
This guy just sent me a fucking thing on Tito. Speaking of Tito, before we started, I looked on my message. He sent me this thing about who's got the better fashion, Tito or GSP. And then they interviewed Tito, and he's like, well, I was dressing like this before any fighter did, even GSP.
Dressing?
What's that?
Dressing?
Yeah, they showed him in a fucking suit, and it had nothing to do. I don't know why the guy sent me it, and it's just, he just sat there for fucking 3 minutes talking about how he was the fucking starter of dressing the best. GSP came after him. My fans are awesome. All this fucking me, fucking narcissistic fucking bullshit, you know, that he always spews. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Self-promotion. It's all about, you know, and that's why Dana can't stand him. You know, and this is why I always take Dana's side when it comes to Dana White and Tito Ortiz. Because Dana White's like, it's always a fucking self-promotion with this guy. It's always about him and everything he wants to do. You know, he's like, oh, I helped build this sport. No, you didn't.
No.
You helped build you. And that's all you wanted to do was build you.
I was the youngest champion ever, and I held it for the longest, and I was the...
No, I mean, honestly, man, I mean, Dana said it a long time ago, and I'm, you know, don't get me wrong, people. If this is the first show you're listening to, I'm not a Dana lover, man. We are not Dana lovers. But you know what? I will fucking back Dana up when he says, you know what, Tito Ortiz, who fucking cares? The fucking guy is a nobody. And if you're a Tito nut hugger, follower, lover, you're going to fucking see it real soon. This guy is a fucking chump at best.
And as soon as he loses against Shlemenko, he's going to wait around for his fucking interview after they interview the fucking winner, and he's going to start with his fucking determined and pre-thought-out fucking losing speech that he always has.
Excuse
my
speech.
Elbow was broken. My
I went in there with a fucking broken tailbone, and I can't say enough about Tito Ortiz.
No, we could do a whole fucking hour on the fucking joke that is. You know, fucking
Bleedo or cheese. But yeah, there you have it, people, man. Shit, there you go. Bleedo or cheese taking on Shlemenko, and it's funny, isn't that funny how he pulls out of a fight and comes in and he's got a title shot? It's pretty fucking remarkable, right? Yeah. How fucking cool is Bellator now, guys? I mean, really. Tito Ortiz comes off.
He's getting the Chael Sonnen fucking Chael Sonnen treatment. You know, Chael Sonnen
right, yeah.
drops down.
Talk your way into
and just
talk your way into a fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Talk your way into a fight, you know, and sell it like a WWE experience, you know what I mean, and whatever. And that's fine, you know. I mean, UFC's already been known for doing a couple of those. Point. If Viacom don't see a good enough product, you better fucking find a way to get a better one. So
I'd have fucking Sting fucking coming sliding down a fucking rope with a baseball bat or fucking.
You know.
He gets injured on his way up to the ring. Pulls out.
I just injured my tailbone
He's
coming
like,
up to the cage.
I tried. I was here and I started walking up there. I just happened to get hurt.
It hurts. You guys ever come in here with a cracked ass? No,
Try fighting with a cracked skull.
Yeah. Try fighting with a cracked ass.
I remember that. Turns his attention and starts attacking the fans, dude.
Yeah, are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah, my fans, my this, that, me, and this, and then fucking says, did you guys ever fucking, do anything with a cracked skull or whatever the hell he said? You guys ever fight something like this? Or whatever the hell. I don't remember what he said, but I remember the attack, though. It's like, it's out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, throwing everybody in the arena right under the fucking bus. After he loses.
Right.
There's
and
only one motherfucker
kicked.
in the MMA that would do that, and that is fucking Tito or Cheese.
It's all about him. Even his fucking ex-wife realizes it's all about him. I even heard her interview. She said it's all about him, and he's going to fuck it up himself. But what did he do? He got himself thrown in jail.
Yeah.
And he's back out, and he's healthy now. He's healthy. He's waiting for Bellator to call. Well, they called.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
They're like, come on, come get your ass beat so we can get you the fuck out of here.
I wouldn't even doubt it, man. I would not even fucking doubt it. Think about it, man. Fucking UFC has dealt with that guy's bullshit for how many years? My gosh, man. Look at Bellator's got to deal. First game out, they got to deal with that shit. What a pain in the ass. All right, brother, man. Steadfast.
God beer.